How goes it, dudes and dudettes, and welcome to a very special Sunday episode of Drew's News Live. There were some creative differences with my editor and I. Premiere Pro was just being like a... But alas, we push on and get the scheduling train back on track. Well, what about the portfolio articles? Quick cue the Polygon intro, let's do this! Heyo, and welcome to another episode of Drew's News Live, the extra most greatest show on YouTube breaking down dining, robotics, entertainment, world, and sports news all within some specified amount of time. As always, we begin with dining news. In dining news, we're heading to Louisville, Kentucky, where a restaurant called Pollo, a gourmet chicken joint, yes, that's the whole name of the restaurant, offered a unique promotion to those who still have Trump gear. The owners, identified by now this as Troy King and Selena Johnson, offered patrons, quote, a free entree, side, and soft drink in exchange for their, quote, their useless Trump merchandise. Now, when this offer was initially posted, there were two types of people. You and I, who wondered if you could get a free meal with like a $5 Trump hat, and those who were genuinely offended and were like, my pride is not worth a baby mama chicken sandwich or a, I don't know what a loaded Sidewinder is, but I want to find out, with saucy fried okra and a Diet Pepsi. It's like going to Goodwill and instead of getting a receipt for your donation of shit you'll never wear again, you get fed. Anyway, people were upset and threatened the place, and the owners were like, go ahead, we have great insurance because we're on one of the hottest corners in Louisville. We know what threats are. Originally, their offer of Trump gear for food was supposed to last from November 7th to the 11th, but because of the threats, it only caused the chicken joint to push back. Now, not only will Pollo be extending the offer till the end of the month, but the owner's second restaurant, the Six Forks Burger Company, will be offering patrons a free little cheeseburger and fries for the same deal. All there is now is just get some Trump gear. Fake ballots, fake news, fake media, fake everything. It's all fake. We're just living in a simulation. Oh, and I love guns. Can I have my free burger yet? In robotics and tech news, instead of tech news, let's talk about tech deals. Alright, so the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 are here, essentially bringing the next generation of consoles and gaming to your living room. However, due to scarcity, pre-order numbers, and hiccups, you may or may not have gotten your greasy hands all over your shiny new hardware. If you did not, it's alright. COVID can't stop your parents. I mean Santa Claus. Am I right? And if you did manage to snag one, please don't be a price scalper and mark it up like 300% on eBay. It's just not a smart business move. There will be more consoles on the way, and plus, you don't want the whole eBay community to hate you or cancel you. Basically, what I'm saying is if you did not get your console on launch day, or you don't have a pre-order waiting somewhere, do not worry. There will be more consoles coming on the way, either like your local Best Buy, Target, Amazon, by like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So just wait it out, and don't spend an arm and a leg on something that just costs a kidney. Or, I hope that analogy works. Arms are really hard to come by these days. In other tech news, PSA, deals, I don't know what this segment is anymore. I'm just ranting for you not to spend so much money right now. If you're like me and building a PC for the first time for Christmas, research your parts over and over and over again. Make sure the CPU and motherboard you buy are compatible with one another, that the RAM is capable of running on the motherboard, that the graphics card you buy fits in the case. If you buy another fan, will it fit in the case? Is the case you bought big enough? Basically, research. Here are some great sites to check out daily for deals and inventory, along with some YouTube channels that are way better at explaining tech than I am and how things work and /fit together. Or you can always check out PCbuilder.com, where you can build your dream PC, see how much it costs, and if everything's compatible with one another, or if you just need to update your BIOS. Be sure to check all those out if you're a first-time builder like me. In entertainment news, today's show host Al Roker revealed last week he was diagnosed with prostate cancer, calling the prognosis a, quote, good news, bad news kind of thing. He said while the good news is that it was caught early, the bad news is that the cancer is aggressive, so he will be taking time off to undergo treatment. We stand with cancer patients and survivors, Mr. Roker, so know you have this tiny channel's and this local journalist support cheering you on every step of the way. Get well soon, sir. Also in entertainment news, well, entertainment for us, not really the people involved. Netflix and Selena Quintanilla's father and sister are facing a lawsuit over the late singer's new life story series set to premiere on Netflix next month. According to Fox News and E! Montezuma Esparza, the producer of the 1997 film Selena, filed a lawsuit against Abraham and Suzette Quintanilla and Netflix last Friday, claiming that Abraham signed a contract agreeing to give Esparza the rights to the life stories of Selena back in 1995. Alright, so after reading it a few times, Esparza saying that in 1995, despite not seeking the rights at the time, he and the family reached an initial informal agreement which saw the Quintanillas approve his script for Selena and have Esparza manage the production side of things, according to E! And the LA Times. Esparza then claims it wasn't until 1998, when talks of a Selena TV series were floating about, that the informal agreement was made formal and the rights to Selena's life stories were secured. Suzette and Abraham are said to have talked about the series for Selena in 1998, however, that series never came to light. In short, in the lawsuit, Esparza claims the Quintanilla father breached his contract and that Netflix ignored his rights to Selena's stories. The lawsuit is said to be worth over $1 million. In world news, let's check into the Azerbaijan and Armenian conflict over Nagorno-Karabakh. So, a little history and geography lesson for those of you who are not aware of this conflict. Nagorno-Karabakh sits between Armenia and Azerbaijan, technically on the Azerbaijan side, is filled with millions of Armenians, and in 1988 declared independence from Azerbaijan and sided with Armenia. According to Wikipedia, sorry, that was the best source I had on hand at the time, a land dispute or conflict arose between the two countries over the region when Nagorno-Karabakh was like, can I go live with Armenia? And shortly after that, the countries began engaging in mountain warfare over the area. It's not really stated who started the fighting, but nonetheless, people in the region were subject to ethnic cleansings, Sumgait and Baku pogrom, and the Khojaly massacre. By 1994, according to the New York Times, Armenia had made significant gains in the region, ousting millions of Azerbaijanis from their homes. This conflict of who has the region was never fully put to bed, so insert Azerbaijan over the last 2 months trying to take back the region by force, even airstriking their own land. Also, according to the New York Times, Russia was able to end the two countries' 6-week-long civil war after the Kremlin brokered a peace deal which saw Azerbaijan take control over the region. I guess I should mention Azerbaijan and Armenia used to be part of the Soviet Union, but it's all dissipated now and stuff. Russian troops were sent into the region's capital of Kelbahar and other districts to oversee the transfer of power between the countries over the region. And while yes, it's a win for Azerbaijan getting their land back, the Times reported Armenians going back to their countries burned everything they had to the ground before they packed up and left their homes behind. Wrapping up with sports news, how about some quick sports line news since we're already running over time? Let's check in with my Chargers, shall we? Oh God, please no. In soccer news, according to Goal, Neymar Jr. is out of Brazil's World Cup qualifying squad in their upcoming matches versus Venezuela and Uruguay after being ruled out with a groin injury. Speaking of injuries, you have to feel bad for Liverpool and their injury/COVID-19 list. Literally, their entire defense plus like half their damn team is on it. So prayers up for those players in hopes it's a false positive, and prayers up to Van Dijk's knee. Watching that tackle still sends chills down my leg. Ah! Also, LaMelo Ball is coming back to the USA after playing basketball in some weird made-up country called Australia. Or, wait, he's not in Kazakhstan? Or wherever Borat's from? Playing basketball? Alright, I guess not. According to The Athletic, Ball is regarded as the most famous prospect for the 2020 NBA draft, and could possibly be a first-round pick after working out with teams over the past weeks. LaMelo played his ball in the Australian NBL with the Illawarra Hawks, but unfortunately had his season cut short due to a foot injury. The Hawks were reported to have lost their last 10 games. As always, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I've been your host, Andrew Alonzo. If you hate what you see but like my voice, be sure to check out my Monday podcast coming out on Monday. I'll link my SoundCloud in the description since that's all it's on right now, and my Twitter at Drew's News Live. Follow me there and yeah, all that shiz. Twitter, SoundCloud. You're on YouTube right now watching this. Please like and subscribe. That's pretty much all I got. It's Sunday, which means I got menudo waiting in the kitchen, so see y'all next time.